Hello there, ladies and gentlemen. Molchop here, coming at you with Game 7, the deciding match of Con versus KT. And, you know, to be honest, I'm not exactly sure if the winner of this match will go on to face the next match in the next highest team in the Pro League. I think they do, which, if I recall correctly, is going to be Sparky's, I think. I'm not sure. I've been a little bit out of touch with the scene up until the last few weeks. I've kind of gotten back into it for the final season, so I forgot to check. I don't remember exactly who was next in line in the Pro League standings. But anyway, this is fOrGG versus FireBatHero. Both players kind of slumping these days. fOrGG, by the way, is going to be the red Terran. He's going to be on the right side of the map. FireBatHero is going to be the purple Terran on the bottom of the map. They both look teal because they're showing their first-person views right now. And they're going to look teal to themselves. But, uh-oh, let's see, wait, what's going on here? Hold on. Someone, never mind. I think, never mind. Yeah, no, okay, never mind. I thought FireBatHero wasn't building a depot for some reason. I was like, what? But they just flashed to his depot. Couldn't see where, okay, it was just up above his base. Okay, there we go. Anyway, moving on. fOrGG is going to build a forward barracks kind of in the middle of the map here. And FireBatHero is just going to build his inside his base a little bit. And so forward barracks by fOrGG, we're probably going to see him put on some pressure with that. Well, obviously, that's the point of it. And it's in a position where he can put pressure on FireBatHero no matter which position he is in. Although FireBatHero is not going to have any problem with this. He's probably going to produce a Marine or two to put us some pressure on, but he also, the purpose of that is then also that once he scouts what location FireBatHero is in, he can lift that barracks and float it towards the enemy base as quickly as possible, so get a good scout in to know exactly what they're doing. Because TVT, there's a lot of different builds that you can do in TVT, and you definitely want to be able to know, you know, if they're going for a starport build, you want to know that so you can get your Goliaths out. If they're going for more vultures, you want to know that so you can prepare for mines, that sort of thing. So it's really, really good to know exactly what your opponent is doing. fOrGG producing his first, and what the... Okay, I just keep getting confused about where they're producing their buildings. Never mind, that's FireBatHero producing his factory in his own base. I thought for a second that it was fOrGG producing like a proxy factory, but no. FireBatHero making a factory in his own base, and there's fOrGG as... Whoa, where's that Marine going? He scouted FireBatHero's base. I don't know why that Marine was going up to the north. That was a little strange for him to send his Marines the other way. Where is he going? That's strange. So fOrGG for some reason has made two Marines, and he was sending them up to the kind of the 9 o'clock base. Now it looks like he might be sending them in now to the main base. Now that FireBatHero's Marines are actually chasing him the other way. FireBatHero is going to scout two factories coming from fOrGG though, and are those Marines going to be able to kill off that SCV? Looks like they are going to be able to kill off that SCV, and FireBatHero's already lifted his barracks, so he's going to have to fight off these Marines with just SCVs here. His factory complete, so he's going to be able to get a Vulture out that's going to be able to deal with that before too long. But he's going to need to do something quick because fOrGG is going to have a lot of forces out very, very quickly. First Vulture's on the way. FireBatHero may be in trouble here, and this is the deciding match, so he really needs to hold on here. But he's got only a single factory here. He's going to have a tough time fighting off. He's getting a machine shop up now, try and get a tank out. He may try and build a wall here to try and slow down fOrGG. But fOrGG is going to be producing out of two factories. He's producing Vultures out of two factories, trying to put the pressure on while he knows he has the advantage. He's landed his barracks. He's going to try and produce a bunker here at the front of his base, producing a command center as well. And if he can hold this off, FireBatHero will be in excellent condition for the long run of the game. But fOrGG running circles around FireBatHero's forces with that Vulture. Another Vulture coming in as well. But FireBatHero repairing his Vultures. FireBatHero having to run some SCVs around, I guess. But I think the bunker is complete, which means no more Vultures are going to get by. And FireBatHero is going to be in a really good position actually going into the mid-game, assuming he can take out these Vultures before they do too much damage. They've actually already taken out a couple, let's say at least two SCVs, probably 3 or 4 SCVs. Wow, more Vultures streaming in actually. Why hasn't FireBatHero stopped up that door? More Vultures running in here, killing off more SCVs. This is not good for FireBatHero at all, playing a little bit sloppy. And look at this. the bunker has a Marine in it, but it's just not doing any good. And finally the tank comes out, is able to push down those vultures. But wow, for a while there that was not good. And FireBatHero losing several SCVs. Look at that, he's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He's got like 8 SCVs. 9 SCVs mining his minerals right now. That is not good at all. He's going to have to do some catching up here. Now, fOrGG has a choice here. He can try and keep going with this push and try and just keep putting pressure on, or he can try and expand. He has the opportunity to expand because he's done enough economic damage that he can now try and take the economic lead by expanding. FireBatHero is going to be able to produce SCVs out of both command centers, but it'll be a while before he can get enough to really catch up with fOrGG, who I think has been producing SCVs this whole time while he's been doing this push. I'm not sure. I guess he may have stopped SCV production to try and do more damage with his push. They haven't shown his main command center as well, but what he is doing is he's going to try to use the siege mode. Yeah, so he is going to expand. fOrGG is going to expand. And FireBatHero is going to spot that. He may even take it. Oh, he takes out the SCV to slow down fOrGG's expansion. fOrGG is trying to kill off these temples, though, and if he does that, FireBatHero is going to spot it. But if he does that, it's going to be really, really bad for FireBatHero. He's going to have to defend 2 positions at once. He needs to get some tanks up there. It looks like what he's going to do is use tanks on the low ground once those temples are broken, but he really should have been, well, I don't know what he should have been able to do, but it would have been more advantageous to him to go up on the high ground. But maybe he didn't have siege mode yet. That may have been why he did that. Oh no, FireBatHero! Oh, here you see him saying like, ouch! Oh man, FireBatHero, his barracks was too far forward and it didn't have vision of those tanks, and his siege mode tanks on the low ground were not able to attack until fOrGG's tanks attacked, losing all of his tanks. Oh, that was horrendous. Oh man, and you saw FireBatHero cringing there as his tanks got attacked. He knew he had made a mistake. Now he's in real trouble because now fOrGG's going to match him in expansions, and FireBatHero is going to have to defend from 2 different positions at once now while he's getting shelled in the back of his base as well. This is not going well at all for FireBatHero. We could see him losing to fOrGG, the Battle of the Slumpers. He might be losing the Battle of the Slumpers here. I really would have favored FireBatHero in the beginning of the match, actually, because his TVT is very good when he's really on top of things. But he's just not doing so well this game, being a little bit sloppy. I guess maybe he's been on break. You know, the Pro League has been on break, so he hasn't been able to do enough practicing. I don't know. StarCraft is a game where if you're not practicing all the time, you lose your skills very quickly. Anyway, fOrGG is going to try and switch up gears here, try and go after the front now, put some pressure on the front. FireBatHero making a starport, which I think is a good idea because fOrGG, as you can see, has gone very tank heavy. So if he can come out with a couple of clutch wraiths at the right point in time, he can do some decent damage to those tanks that fOrGG has. But wow, this is going to be tough situation for FireBatHero to fight his way out of.